Alright, we are back out here again for attempt number 2, resolving this oil leak. So, it did eventually leak again, right there from that corner. So, you can see it up there. And what I believe we've got going on here is that rear seal sits inside of a rear engine cover. And I believe we have that rear engine cover leaking. Now, the reason I believe this is because in this back corner of the oil pan, we also have a little bit of oil. So because we're leaking on both corners of the pan here, we can just about certainly rule out that crank sensor that lives behind the starter over there. It's a little more forward, basically above where that hole is, but up there on the side of the engine block. All of our oil is coming from the back, and it's not coming from the top of the engine, so there's only one other place it can be coming from. So we already eliminated the oil pan, so we're basically down to rear engine cover. So we're gonna get this transmission pulled out of here and get to the back of the engine. So stay tuned for the montage of work to get this transmission out. Let me show you something. Look at this. In all their wisdom, see the O2 sensor? That O2 sensor right there? Just behind that. Yeah, just behind that, that's the nut we got to get off. So to take this little Y pipe out, we have to take the O2 sensor out. And like in the other sides, whoa, where they just, you know, straddle it. Like that one. Way to go, Jam. Now, whoever installed this starter before messed up the signal wire there, and the stud just spins inside the solenoid of the starter, and the nut doesn't come off. It's completely stripped out. So just so everybody knows, that one doesn't look much better. Oh, that one's been stripped too. Look at that. So just so everybody knows, these don't need to be very tight. They just need to be a little bit more than snug. That's too much. So whoever installed the starter before, well, they screwed it up. Now we're gonna have to replace it. Yeah. Right there. well, this sucks. Makes me madder than a hornet's nest in winter. We got the transmission out. Y'all didn't get to see it. Unfortunately, my phone storage became full. So I spent the last like 45 minutes deleting a bunch of crap. So don't worry, we got camera gear on the way, but here we go. Here's the view you've been waiting for. Okay? That seal, that's your rear main seal. And you can see the staining right here. The seal all wet. Mostly dry on the top, wet here on the bottom. You can see the oil laying right there in the bottom there. There's our freaking leak. That's it, rear main seal. So what's going on, what's been happening, the reason why it made it look like and present like an oil pan is it would come down, drip down onto this lip right here, and then it'd run down this lip all the way to the corner and then down on both sides. So there you go. Rear main seal is freaking leaking on this thing, and we're going to replace it. In fact, this entire cover right here that goes all the way up, we're going to replace the entire cover and seal with the rear main seal. So we are going to get to it, get her done, get it put back together, and get this thing out of the shop, back in the hands where it belongs, on the road, right out there. So check this out. So remember, we put dye in that oil. There's that dye. So you can see the dye all around the bottom of that seal, and the oil pan right here. Yeah. And it looks like, yeah, see there's a little bit of dye up there. So it does look like the cover might actually have been leaking as well. But we're going to replace all of that. Yeah, we got a little bit of oil up there. But yeah, that seal, no bueno. No bueno. We're going to get that taken care of. Alright guys, we got this one just about ready to come apart. Just currently draining coolant out. Transmission is sitting right here all fancy like. We go around here. So transfer case, transmission, and torque converter. So we'll get that one probably wrapped up tomorrow. I think this is going to be a part 2 series. So we'll do a part 2 tomorrow. The Ford Ranger right there. Yeah. Guy approved a reman motor in that. So we're going to be putting a motor in the Ranger. The old Danger Ranger. So stay tuned, stick around, watch some more videos. We got some more coming. And we got some new camera equipment coming too. So get off of this potato garbage. Maybe some POV, chest mount, things like that. But if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell notification, and we will see you in the next one.